One of the privileges I have enjoyed during my 28-year tenure as a head of school is delivering a final charge to the graduating class. Leading up to this moment, I have often reminded the seniors of two important facts. First, your diploma is not valid until I sign it. And secondly, I have the microphone last. But relax. You'll be happy to know that I've signed your diplomas, and I look forward to handing them to you in a few moments. The purpose of this charge is to provide one final piece of advice or nugget of wisdom before you leave the comfortable, supportive, affirming, and safe environment that you call home. Consider it your final lesson as a legacy student. In past years, I've often received the inspiration for my message in the lyrics of a popular contemporary Christian song. This year, that inspiration came about a month ago, believe it or not, at 4:30 a.m. as I was traveling to catch an early flight from Richmond, Virginia. In my rental car, I tuned to the local Christian radio station as the song, "Maybe It's Okay," performed by the group We Are Messengers, was being played. Listen carefully to the message contained in these powerful lyrics. If I didn't know what it hurt like to be broken, then how would I know what it feels like to be whole? If I didn't know what it costs like to be rejected, then I wouldn't know that your love is coming home. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, because the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's all right if I'm not all right, because the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. If I didn't know what it looks like to be dirty, then I wouldn't know what it feels like to be clean. And if all of my shame hadn't drove me to hide in the shadows, then I wouldn't know the beauty of being free. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay, because the one who holds the world is holding on to me. Maybe it's all right if I'm not all right, because the one who holds the stars is holding my whole life. Now I'm alive in you, the best that I deserved. Now I'm alive and I can see you in everything. Maybe it's okay if I'm not okay. Now, if you haven't heard this song, you must look it up. It's really a paraphrase of Romans chapter 8. So how do these lyrics apply to you graduates? Well, allow me to give you a glimpse of your future. Every one of you will experience failure sometime in your life. You will fail in the workplace and lose your job. You will fail in a personal relationship and lose a spouse or someone you loved. You will be rejected by those who you called friends, and you will be scorned by those with whom you disagree. You will flunk a test and fail a course. You will lose a client. You will lose a patient. You will lose an argument. You will be falsely accused. You will be persecuted for your faith. Your health will fail. You will be called a loser. Now, this doesn't sound very encouraging, does it? You're probably wondering why I would talk about such sobering realities on a night of celebration. Well, there's actually hope to be found in the paradoxical message of maybe it's okay. You see, we cannot experience wholeness unless we know what it means to be broken. We cannot experience pure joy unless we have endured trials and suffering. We cannot be truly content unless we know what it's like to be lacking. We will not seek holiness until we experience the devastation and futility of sin. We will not fully understand grace until we are convicted of our own depravity. Here's the truth, graduates. It is the great paradox of the Christian faith. Your greatest lessons in life are learned not during times of fame and fortune, but during times of obscurity and need. You may not realize it now, but the greatest lessons you learned during your time at Legacy came not from your victories and successes. They came from times of disappointment, defeat, and discouragement. While those are not pleasant memories, you will one day look back and realize that it was in your failure that you gained insight and wisdom. It was your disappointments that taught you perseverance and resolve. It was the consequences of your sin that shaped your character and redirected your path. Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2019, as you continue your life's journey and come face to face with the harsh realities of a sin-sick world, don't be discouraged. There is hope. Remember the words of those theologians, we are messengers, who remind us that the one who holds the world is holding on to me, and the one who holds the very stars in the sky is holding my whole life. Seniors, no matter what happens, God's got this. We are being sanctified. He is preparing us for eternity. Maybe it is okay that we're not okay. Godspeed, class of 2019.